I was going to say the Senate. I think we need to bring more of the business community on board. For example, in my meetings with the new ED at PGE, she was concerned that as a result of both prior legislation, the Coal to Clean, and the Clean Energy Jobs legislation, that her consumers would be targeted twice. I think there are ways to address those concerns, and we need to make sure they're addressed in legislation as we craft it.
Is it your view, though, that these companies like PGE or Intel, I mean, they have the money to pay the tax, why not make them pay and then the environment benefits? If it's a good idea, it should apply to everyone.
Well, I would put Intel and PGE in sort of different categories in terms of the impacts of the legislation. Look, I think there are a number of ways to tackle carbon pricing. I chose this particular way because I wanted to make sure that we could do it as a market-based approach that would encourage the lowest cost options to reduce carbon emissions. I am certainly open to other suggestions as long as they don't hurt our economy, as long as we continue to create small businesses that can thrive and we don't exacerbate already existing economic disparities in the state, in our underserved communities, communities of color, and rural communities. So, I think some of them are certainly supportive, but we need to get more of them to the table, honestly.
How key is the timeline that's been discussed so far for you? The timeline and the levels that have been discussed so far, is that on the table for negotiation between now and 2019?
I think this will all be up for negotiation over the next several months. Here's the reality, I think. A lot depends upon what the legislature looks like after the November 2018 legislative session or the election cycle. And I'm feeling good about progressive chances on the ballot in this fall. And I think that will drive a lot of the direction on this legislation.
As a follow-up,